Hello, my name is Debsy, and I'm a spiritual therapist. I spread knowledge, love, and ascension. Today I'm going to talk about our spirit guides, the Merkabah, and the grid. There are different types of spirit guides. We are given a spirit guide or angel at birth. Others come on as needed throughout our lives. Guardian angels are ours exclusively, and we each have more than one. They stay with us throughout our reincarnation on Earth and to protect us from the dark realms. We have ascended masters, those that lived before on Earth and reached ascension. They have come to guide us in our missions on Earth. Our personal ancestral line of deceased loved ones from all the previous lives we have experienced, they are still fighting for us on our behalf in the upper realms. Our helper angels that are freelance angels, they help us in certain situations. The spirit guides will give us signs, serendipity, a voice in our heads, numbers, sequences, and music. Being more present in our day-to-day life brings in our spiritual protectors. Asking for help from the divine will bring them in full force and full circle because they work for the divine. There are different guides. Some work alone, others work in tangent with others to help the incarnated. There are archangels. They are the leaders in the angel world and are very powerful. All of the light workers have archangels as their guides. When we are attuned to our higher selves, we will feel our spiritual guides gently sending energy all the time in regular intervals to us. The Merkabah is our spiritual connection to the divine Shekhinah light. In Arabic, Mer means light, Ka means spirit, and Ba means soul. In Hebrew, Merkabah means vehicle of light, like a chariot of fire. The Merkabah is a crystalline energy field that is made of geometric proportions that connect the mind, body, heart, and soul together. This energy field created from the sacred geometry extends around the body. When we concentrate and meditate, we can spin the Merkabah around us. The Merkabah enables us to experience our awareness, restores all our mental capabilities. When the Merkabah is fully activated, it blends the male and female aspects of ourselves together. The Merkabah is an activated energy field, and it is surrounding all creatures of the multiverse. The Merkabah gets activated when we are only in a pure state of mind. The Merkabah helps us with ascension and gives us perfect balance of our chakra systems. The top tetrahedron represents the masculine force. The lower one represents the feminine. It is opposing forces coming together to create harmony. The energies are always spinning in opposite directions to attain balance. This balance creates the chariot of light that can carry our body and our spirit to a higher consciousness. The Merkabah shape is everywhere in creation. Our water, our cells, our plants, and animals. The upward point takes us higher, while the lower point keeps us connected to the earth and balanced and grounded when we are astro traveling. concentrating in meditation that we are our own Merkabah, protected and powerful, will bring us closer to the divine Shekhinah light. Each one of us are a point in the earth grid structure. Every soul that is high vibrational being is anchoring the divine keys and codes for the new earth, and each one is connected to the next one, forming a grid. This affects life on earth, and it helps to harmonize it. There are planetary grids, one for humankind, the primal grid, a human consciousness grid, and the ascension grid. The primal grid holds the consciousness of the original people on earth. Until the flood, the grid has a phi, or the golden mean ratio, which makes it one with nature. The humanity's existing consciousness grid is a crystalline matrix and is based on duality, consciousness, ego, and judgment. The ascension grid, it is a template over earth and holds the consciousness of the ascended souls. The ascension grid stretches across the surface of the planet. Many of us, the light workers, starseeds, work on unity and love the grid through gridding and making corrections when evil influences try to control the planet. There are shapes that are grids as well. The circle grid gives us a feeling of safety, boundaries, feeling secure and protected. The square grid, it creates an earthy grounding for us. Triangle grid, it pushes us to rise upward to a higher consciousness. It elevates our energy upwards. It gives us balance and harmony. The Star of David grid, this activates the Merkabah and is a very powerful grid. It creates high spiritual and psychic energy for healing, protection, connection with the higher realms in other dimensions, and it manifests our manifestations. During deep meditation and being in or visualizing the shape grids help us empower ourselves even more. A vortex is believed to be a special spot on Earth where energy is either entering into or projecting out of the Earth's plane in a whirlpool motion or tornado. Vortexes are found at sacred sites throughout the world, like Stonehenge, pyramids, Machu Picchu in Peru, and Sedona in Arizona. The vortexes only come from concentrated spots on Earth. They are portals for higher realm beings and spirits. At these portal vortexes, we can feel tingling and vibrations from the ground. Spiritual vortexes are cross points between energy fields in the Earth's grid system, or ley lines. When the ley lines intersect in certain areas, it becomes hotspots of energy that produce healing and psychic powers. These ley lines are the highways for extraterrestrial ships. The vortex magnetically align all spiritual properties. It creates harmony within the body. Our chakra system is really small vortexes inside ourselves. When we go to the vortexes, it helps align all of our chakras. The galactic gateway is now open. It is changing our DNA. This will help us ascend from the third dimensional matrix to the fifth dimensional one. The gateway helps us to release any lingering fear-based thinking and feelings, like anger, jealousy, victimhood, and self-doubt. The gateway actually erases the fear-based patterns from our matrix and makes it much easier to ascend forward. We will feel much lighter, less tired, more confident, stronger, and with more psychic abilities. We will be pushed out of our comfort zone to be able to glide easy to our ascension. When our multi-dimensional consciousness is activated, we will experience the opening of our divine blueprint and really know who we truly are. The gateway is cleansing our life by taking all the powerful energies and transmuting it to love and grace. The distorted person who hurts us acts lightly because oftentimes they don't suffer the consequences of their actions. Instantly they feel they can get away with hurting others, but they are constantly building up their karma, and when it gets strong enough, they have to get cleansed to be pure again. They get attacked at all angles of their life. There is no escape. As the distorted person suffers, they start to look back at their wrong actions and can't handle the suffering anymore. Then they start to grow up and work on themselves and start connecting to the divine. If we are not humble enough, our spiritual guides will humble us through life-changing experiences which turn out for our betterment in the end. Our ego wants us to stay in a loop, repeating the same cycle over and over again. This is what's safe and comfortable to us in our mind, since that's all we ever knew. Our intuition calls us to make gradual changes in our lives that lead us towards evolutional development and transcendence. Being beings of pure consciousness, we can see past the repeating cycles and we push forward to move beyond what we think we know. We can change our outer appearance, our homes, and our relationships. Everything will be the same experience that will keep on occurring if we do not learn the lesson and grow and change our mindset. We made contracts before arriving on Earth. We each have our own missions. If we do not honor that contract, we get great misfortune in our lives. Everything is for our divine alignment, and it turns out to be a gift. Everything has divine timing, which means change comes when the divine wants it to come. It is for our own good, and when we are ready for this change. We cannot live and breathe in trauma and pain and still have an open heart chakra and be in the fifth dimensional consciousness. When we vibrate higher, we are closer to the future, and we are in a lower vibration. We are closer to the past. The keepers of the matrix do not see the higher being awakened souls because they are too clean and pure. Those of us who have transitioned and transcended our bad karma and embodied the light, we all have a role to play in creating a world that's full of the divine Shekhinah light. Some of us were born with a spiritual immune system that rejected the illusions of the matrix. Our steps to this journey were made by following our hearts instead of the crowd and searching for the truth. We collectively transcend old paradigms and are no longer connected to the third matrix. We are building a better world filled with love, peace, and joy. Remember, we are not alone, ever. Be well and be blessed.